Hello, folks, and welcome back to the Charles in Charge Cowboy Sports Report. It is Wednesday, November 17th, about 8:45 p.m. This video is about keys to victory against the biggest game of the year, probably, in the whole season, against Kansas City on Sunday. It's going to be game of the week, no doubt. Should be a nighttime game, but I'm glad it's not because it gets cold up there. The weather prediction is supposed to be about 56 degrees, low winds, no precipitation, perfect football weather. So we lucked out there that it's not windy, snowy, ugly, and all that stuff. Beautiful game we're coming off of. Now it's time to get past that. We enjoyed that win. Now we're looking at the toughest 3-game stretch of our schedule. This will test our mettle and see what we're really made of. 3 games in 12 days starting Sunday at Kansas City, and then 4 days later at home on Thanksgiving against the Las Vegas Raiders, and then a week from that Thursday night at New Orleans against the Saints, and they're never an easy out. The Raiders look like they've been declining lately, but our focus is on Kansas City. They look like they got their mojo back on Sunday night against the Raiders. Now, everybody's been playing 2 high safety, cover 2 look against Kansas City, and it's been working. The Raiders all Sunday night played cover 3. I don't know why. And Kansas City put up 41. Now, Dan Quinn, I believe, is a very good defensive coordinator, maybe defensive genius. He created the Legion of Boom up in Seattle. That's how we got the head coaching job at Atlanta. And even coached that team to a Super Bowl. And if not for Tom Brady having that biggest comeback in Super Bowl history, he would have a ring as a head coach. He has one as a DC. Besides Bill Belichick in the NFL, I think Dan Quinn might be second or third best defensive mind in this game. And he will dial up a good game plan versus Kansas City. My 3 keys to victory on this game, because they're kind of mirror images of each other, except our defense fares a little better than theirs statistically. They don't have the injuries that we have. If they had Chris Jones and Frank Clark and Nandi and their 4 starting defensive linemen out, it'd be a lot different like we do. We have Tank, Gregory, Gallimore, and Urban out, and we're still playing good D. So, key number 1, it's been a few weeks since we've dominated with a run game. I think it's been back to the Giants since we really had a dominant run game against the Patriots. It was okay, but it was a lot of more pass yardage. It was like 465 through the air. Against Minnesota, the run game was okay. It was non-existent versus Denver, and the win at Atlanta, the 2 running backs combined, Zeke and Pollard, had 83 yards. Now, Kansas City does not defend the run well. They don't do anything well on defense. Tyron Smith should be back at left tackle. Now, this is the first time in 25 games that we have all 5 linemen starting, and that's basically saying they're putting Lyle Collins at right tackle. That's his job, even though I believe Terrence Steele won that job fair and square, and that he could probably play better than Collins, but it'll be Ty Smith, Connor Williams, Tyler Biadasz, Zach Martin, and Lyle Collins. And I believe we pound the rock, control time of possession. They're averaging about 30 minutes time of possession. We're averaging about 33. We need to make it more of a 40-20 type game. Control the clock, long, methodical drives down the field, ending with touchdowns. Not 3 points. And if we have to settle for 3 points, We need to knock them field goals in. Greg Zuerlein, you should be back for this game. We can't have you missing any first or second quarter field goals if it comes down to that and we don't go for it. If it's a 4th and long, we need you to be on your A game. But long, methodical drives, pounding the rock, keeping Mahomes and them on the sideline, and letting Zeke and Pollard just eat. If they could both get 100 yards rushing, that'd be beautiful. I know in 2019 they did that twice. So it is very plausible that can happen, especially with Tyron Smith back. Run behind him, run behind Zach Martin, whatever. Put Connor Williams in at fullback, had that Big Mac package. The Big Mac package is beautiful. But control the time of possession and pound the rock. I don't want this to be a shootout. I don't want this to be an air raid game where it's 54-51 like the Rams and Kansas City had in 2018. Not a good idea. Run the ball. Be more physical than they are. We are a physical team. We didn't show it against Denver, but we showed it last week and every other week before that. Be more physical than them. Wear them down. Because if we win time of possession in the third and fourth quarter, they're going to start breathing heavy, and we're going to be able to run the ball 6-8 yards per tote. Second key is our defense. Bend but don't break. If Kansas City is getting drives and they get into the red zone, in the red zone, you get 3 extra defenders, kind of. You got each sideline, and you got the back of the end zone, the back line. So it's almost like you got 14 guys out there. Sidelines work to your favor, and so does the back line. They get to the red zone. You hold them to 3 points or nothing. You don't have to go for it on the 4th down. You stop them, or you get a turnover, but you hold them to 3 points. You do not let them punch it in. Because when you get in the red zone, you know the field gets very condensed, and that's when Travis Kelce is at his best. Now, Jordan Lewis did a good job of taking Kyle Pitts out of the game after he had a fast start. I don't know if he could do that with Kelce. We'll probably have to double Kelce. But Dan Quinn will have a plan for that, I'm pretty sure. Key number 3 is win the turnover battle. They are -8 in turnover differential this season. We are only +5. I thought we'd be more than that, but I guess the last couple of games we've had some turnovers more than usual. Even though we got 3 interceptions against Atlanta, we did have 1 fumble with Elliott. Zeke, hold that ball high and tight. Like in 06, Tiki Barber, in 05, Tiki Barber had that fumbling problem, and he fixed it by holding the ball high and tight. They can't punch it out like that. When you have it, just cradled in your forearm, it's easily going to be punched out. Hold on to that ball. We cannot turn the ball over against this team and give that offense a short field. 0 turnovers. And if we can get pressure, I would like to see Micah Parsons at least half of his snaps be on the edge, pass rushing with Dorrance Armstrong and company, because we need to knock Mahomes off his axis. I would say 75% of his snaps should be at edge on this game, Micah Parsons. And, let LVE and Keon O'Neal handle the linebacking position. They can run side on the sideline. They're both fast, and Neal is a hard hitter, and so is Jaron Curse. And we cannot let the deep ball happen. Eliminate the deep ball, and whenever somebody catches a check down or short pass, all 11 defenders run to the ball. Swarm tackle. Do not let them get a lot of rack. Yards after catch is what they're really good at. We haven't been great at it, but we need to have big gang tackles. Anytime a Chief catches a football, if it's a 2 or 3 yard pass, the defensive line, everybody, once they see that ball go out of Mahomes' hands, everybody run towards the ball. Do not let them catch a 3-yard pass and turn it into 20, 30 yards. I think our defense is going to step up and make a statement this game. I really do. 5 of the 10 games that we've played, we've held the opponent to 20 or less offensive points. Very impressive from the defense that we had last year. That was historically bad. Not bad, 5 out of 20. 5 out of 10 games holding the offense to 20 points or less. I would like to see them hold Kansas City to 21 or less. My score prediction for this game is 38-21. Remember that score, 38-21, because I believe we can thoroughly dominate them physically. I don't believe we can shut them out or hold them to 3 like Tennessee did. I believe we can score 5 touchdowns offensively for sure and get a field goal in there and win by 3 scores. I really do. And it might be 38-14 and they might just get a garbage time touchdown. I think we could dominate this game, but it starts in the trenches and with physicality. If we play more physical than them, beat them up, punch them in the mouth, especially with Elliott's running style and our offensive line, how aggressive they can be, that will set the tone. And whoever wins a coin toss is going to want to receive. They're going to want the ball first. That's funny because usually the strategy is to defer, is to kick the ball off, stop the team on their first drive, get the ball, and then once you've done that, you've gained a possession because you get the ball to start the second half. That's always a good thing when you get the ball to start the second half. But in this game, both teams are going to be the one to want to score first because both defenses are made to play with the lead. And so is ours. So we've played the other Super Bowl team week 1, 2-point loss. We're playing the other Super Bowl team on Sunday, the Super Bowl loser. And this team ain't no joke. I know they're 6-4, but they're nothing to sleep on. They've been to the AFC Championship the last 3 years, represented the AFC in the Super Bowl the last 2 years, 1-1, lost 1. We win this game, this will be our signature win of the season. We'll go to 8-2, and that'll give us a lot of momentum going into Thanksgiving and into the Saint game. When we go to the Saints, we should have a lot of defensive starters back. But the 3 keys: pound the rock, run that ball, feed Zeke. Let that man get $150. Man, let him just, pound that rock. And when in the 3rd and 4th quarter comes, you got Kansas City defenders making business decisions, whether they want to engage with him or not. We need angry Zeke on Sunday. We need 2018 angry Zeke. That year, 2018, that man ran so angry. He would just, you think Derrick Henry runs hard. 2018, I don't know if y'all remember, but Elliott was just running over everybody and leaping over a couple people too. But he would turn a 2-yard run into an 8-yard run almost every damn time. Key number 2, bend but don't break. If they sustain a drive on us and they get in our red zone, we keep them out of the end zone for sure. And key number 3, take advantage of their turnovers that they've been giving the ball away a lot lately. Take advantage. We had 3 last week. All 3 corners got one. Diggs, if we get a lead, boy, this is a game where you can feast on. You too, Brown. It took Byron Jones 4 years to blossom into a really good cornerback. 4 years. Maybe it's taken Anthony Brown 6 because this looks like he's played better this year than he has in any other season. Anthony Brown looks like he has been playing legit. And he said on Sounds of the Sidelines during the Atlanta game something like, people don't understand, people don't know, but I'm there now. Something like that, like he's arrived. And he is a formidable cornerback. Not the guy that used to get beat the last 5 years on every play just about. He's been playing good ball. And Jordan Lewis has too. Jordan Lewis was a PFF Defensive Player of the Week after his performance against the Falcons. So we need our corners to play their A game. And we need our defensive line to really, really step it up. We need Tristan Hill and Osio Digizua to really cave in the middle of that line. Dorrance Armstrong come around the edge. Parsons come around the edge and just create havoc. And let Mahomes throw these sidearm wild balls and let our DBs feast on them, man. Because if we get a couple of turnovers deep in their territory, man, that could change the complexity of the game so early and quick. And, man, if we go into halftime with 2 or 3 turnovers and a 2 or 3 score lead, it's going to be looking nice. We're not the Texans. It's not going to be like it's 24-0 in the second quarter. And then by halftime, Kansas City takes the lead 28-24 in the playoffs like they did against Houston. Now, we're a completely different team. We get a lead and we hold on to that lead. I don't believe that we've lost a lead this season after we've gotten one. We just never got the lead over Denver. That game was just a complete blip. But, yeah, those are the 3 keys to winning the game, I guarantee you. And I guarantee you that's what the Cowboys are going to be basing their game plan on. Those 3 keys I just told you about. Kansas City is first in passing. They're 18th in rushing. We are 5th in passing. We're 4th in rushing. We're first in points per game and first in total yards per game. They are 4th in points per game, and they are total yards. I think I think they're around 8 or 10 in total yards. They have 12 total takeaways compared to our 17 takeaways. So that means that they've had 20 turnovers, 20 giveaways. If they have 12 takeaways, their turnover differential is -8. That means in their 10 games, they've given the ball up 20 times. So that's 2 turnovers, 2 giveaways a game at least. So we should take advantage of that big time. My prediction, 38-21. 38-21. Everybody represent. This is a big Sunday. This is the biggest Sunday we've had in a long time. This is the biggest game that we've had since the Saints in 2018 on Thursday night. And this game will probably get ratings like that game did. I think that game broke records on the ratings. And this game is going to be a record-breaking game too, rating-wise. The whole country is going to be tuned in. Cowboys and Chiefs. And back in '95, our last Super Bowl season, we had a big game against Kansas City. We were both 10-2, and we played them on Thanksgiving. And we beat them 24-12. This season is so reminiscent of the Super Bowl season. So many similarities. It's mind-boggling. But, yeah, we beat them 24-12 on Thanksgiving Day. And Michael Irvin had that beautiful catch in the end zone where it was tipped twice, bobbled, and he maintained possession. Emmett had a 15-yard touchdown. Jay Novacek had a 33 yards pass reception. And, yeah, that was we pretty much dominated that game. Everybody thought the Chiefs were going to get a leg up, but they didn't. And I'm hoping this game produces that same fruit. So, Cowboy Nation, get ready, get up, get hyped. I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be loud and obnoxious. I'm going to tell you, come Sunday, 3:30 Central Time, it's going to be on. It is going to be on, boy. Cowboy Nation represent. Please subscribe and like this channel. It means a lot to me, what I'm doing here. I should have started doing this a long time ago. I've been watching this team since Super Bowl 28 when they beat Buffalo on the second time around, 30-13. I saw them get beat against San Fran in the '94 championship game, and I saw them win Super Bowl 30. And then in '96, when we blow up Minnesota in the wild card round and go to Carolina in the second round, and we had that last gasp, and Aikman can't make it happen, He throws an interception on the last drive and we lose and we're out of the playoffs. I was in disbelief because I didn't believe that we could lose. All I had known was winning at that time. And then it got a little rough after that. We've had some good seasons, but we've been stuck at the divisional round. That's been our barrier. We have not been able to get past that. So that's why the number one seed is so crucial this season. Number one seed, only one team gets a bye. If you get that bye, you get that number one seed, all you got to do is get one playoff win and you're in the championship game. Just one, and that's at your house. So this 3-game stretch is very important, being that the Rams lost last week, Cardinals lost, and Tampa Bay lost. Green Bay's the only team that didn't lose. They are playing Minnesota on Sunday. Minnesota, in every game this season, has had at least a 7-point lead. That is amazing. And they're 4-5, which makes that even sound weirder. That in every game they've had at least a 7-point lead. So that means in every game they've been in it. And all 5 of their losses have been super close. 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point losses. Their loss against us was by 4. We came in there with a backup quarterback and did it. But Green Bay's going to Minnesota on Sunday. So we got 2 games to watch out for. Our game and be a Viking fan at the same time. Because if the Packers can drop one and go to 8-3, then it'll just be Arizona and the Cowboys with 2 losses. And Arizona's playing Seattle. Hopefully Russell Wilson is not rusty anymore and they make a playoff push and upset Arizona. I believe Murray and Hopkins should be back. And if that happens and we win, that'd be beautiful. We win, Arizona and Green Bay lose, we will be the only 2-loss team in the NFC. We'll be at the number 1 seed at that point. So go for a Cowboy win and root for a Arizona Cardinal and Green Bay Packer loss, and also root for a Rams and a Tampa Bay loss also. I mean, it would not shock me if Tampa Bay loses to the Giants on Monday night. They've had trouble against the NFC East. They barely escaped us week 1 against the Eagles. Tampa Bay barely beats the Eagles by 6. They go to Washington. They get thumped. Now they are going to play the Giants, who look pretty good. They beat the Raiders their last game. They're coming off a bye. They beat the Raiders before the bye. And before the Raiders, they played, I forgot who they played, but they won that game too. So they won 2 in a row and got rested up. And I think they should have all their weapons coming into this game against Tampa Bay. And Tom Brady has a losing record against the Giants. So go Giants also. I got to say it. Tampa Bay gets a 4th loss this early in the season. And we beat Kansas City. Being that they had the head-to-head on us, we'll have a 2-game lead on them. So, yeah. Big game against Kansas City. I'm so freaking pumped, man. So pumped. So pumped, Cowboy Nation. Everybody represent. Please like and subscribe my content if you like it. If you have any comments or criticism or critiquing, I will gladly take it. I'm trying to get better at this as I go along. I believe I have good insight, and like I said, in the off season, I will be in studio with NFL players as guests, and we'll just discuss certain topics. But right now, it's just focusing on this season. This is a special season, very special, and I'm very excited about it. So yeah, that's that. That's the keys to victory. To drop Mahomes and company, baby. Go Cowboys! Thank you for tuning in, guys. And that's that for the Charles in Charge Cowboy Sports Report. Charles is out.